What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting to you from the D, and I'm gonna jump right into this one. Marc Lamont Hill, there's a video that surfaced just recently of him being pepper sprayed by a black woman. He was at some, I don't know if it was a high school or it didn't seem like a college auditorium. It was pretty small, so I'm gonna say perhaps a high school auditorium. He was sitting on stage. The curtain was behind him. He's got his leg crossed sitting in the chair, got the mic in front of him. And there's a mic way off to the side where people walk up to and speak to him. So he's sitting there, and there's a black woman that comes up. Now, this is all being filmed. I don't know why it was being filmed, but it was. And she's saying some things that are somewhat gibberish, but some not. She said something to the effect of him being informed of what's going on with the CIA, and he doesn't say anything. He just lets her continue, and she's like, and what I mean by that in regards to the SA that I've encountered. And she's like, you know anything about that or something? I'm paraphrasing a little bit. And he's like, no, I don't know anything about that. I've never met you. And she like is, huh. And continue. She now starts to walk over towards him, away from the mic. He looks and he starts signaling to security to come over there to him because maybe he senses that something is not right with this young lady or what. And she like, you don't know anything about the SA that I've encountered? And he's like, no. She pulls out pepper spray and she gets him, and then she gets tackled by his security, and he immediately says he doesn't want them to call the police. So he doesn't want her arrested. He says he's never met this woman before, but she vandalized his bookstore. So I don't know what that's about, man, but Marc Lamont Hill, he's an intelligent brother, a scholar. He does a lot of pandering to black women, a lot. Now there's loving the women of your community, and then there's Marc Lamont Hill, where he's always pandering, no accountability for women. He comes down hard on brothers, and I'm not saying that the things that he says about brothers is not just, but there's always this lack of accountability when it comes to black women with certain individuals, and he's one of them. He is, it's very rare that he ever holds sisters accountable for anything. I personally have not I've never seen a situation where he actually does. Maybe there's something out there he did, but I've just never seen it. So, what did that get him for a guy who is always putting on a cape for sisters, always pandering? That ultimately got him maced. And the very women who he always putting the cape on for, they're not defending him. And I don't know if I find that amusing or what. I certainly don't find it surprising. But when I read a lot of the comments, they're saying he knows her. They like, look at the way he looked at her. He got uneasy soon as she came up to the mic. They're like, for real, picking apart his behavior and adding narrative to it. One was like, he did everything she accused him of. They're basically trying to say that this is a guy who has an upstanding reputation. All right, this is a guy, he has no criminal history. He's a scholar for all intents and purposes. Like, if I could be really real with y'all, I may not really care for the pandering that he does, but for all intents and purposes, he's an upstanding black man. For all intents and purposes, he represents what a black man is supposed to be. Intelligent. To my understanding, he's married. You know, he's not out there committing crimes or anything. I mean, he just seems like someone that wants to be a pillar of his community in his interpretation of what a pillar of his community would be. So for a guy like that, them to immediately take the side of the person who maced him saying gibberish, that is wild to me, man. They're not saying maybe this woman's mentally ill or what. They like, no, she ain't crazy. He did it. Just, you know, the usual stuff. And I find it insane that this is the dynamic, because I never see this with other groups. When a black man is accused of doing something, immediately the loudest voices saying he did it are black women. It's not women of other groups. It is black women. Black women were so quick to say Jay-Z was guilty of doing whatever thing that he was accused of, and then come to find out that chick was lying. She was never even at the party that she had claimed that, you know, that she claimed that Jay-Z and Diddy like tag team assaulted her at. Wasn't even there. Wasn't even in the damn vicinity of where that party was at. And I had said that in the video. I said, you know, you can't just believe people based on accusations, because we've just seen too many instances, especially the last few years, where the woman just flat out lied on the guy. I mean, what happened with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? She just flat out lied on Johnny Depp. He just had the wherewithal, being drunk out of his mind and on meds, to start recording the stuff that she was doing. And she laughed, saying that nobody would believe him over her because she was a pretty white woman. So you take that, this is a woman that knew for a fact that because she was a woman, whatever she claimed that this man did, she was going to be believed over him. So when you got situations like that happening, I'm over the whole believe in all women. I'm sorry, you got to show some sort of evidence. You can't just show up with mace talking about some, you know, I was assaulted, you know. And then listen, above all, when I saw this woman, I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't imagine anybody doing what you are accusing them of, you know. You guys know what I mean. I'm trying to keep it PG and trying to keep it respectful. If you don't know what I mean, go watch the video. I'm sorry, I just, no. Not only are you accusing this man of a heinous crime, but you're accusing him of doing this heinous crime to you of all people. I'm not really feeling that, man. I'll just leave it at that. But again, for a man that always puts the cape on to defend black women, it's crazy how the moment he got accused of something, just accused of it, by a woman that seems to be pretty disturbed, they jumped all over it. They turned on him so damn quick. So it's like I said before, man, it just don't pay to do that pandering stuff. You know, it doesn't. It does not pay to do that pandering stuff, because eventually the very base that you're caping for, when they see it fit to do so, they're going to turn on you, just like sisters have turned on him. They like, why isn't he prosecuting her? Because he knows he did what she accused him of. I'm telling you, this is all of the stuff that I was seeing, man. So I don't think anything's going to change for him. I think he's going to continue to cape the way that he has. He's going to move forward and kind of put this behind him. I don't think he's ever going to acknowledge that for as much defending black women as he does, the moment he was in a situation where he was seemingly the victim, they turned on him and accused him of being exactly the sort of monster that she was painting him out to be. It wasn't a give him the benefit of the doubt, because look at his history, look at the life he leads, look how he always defends us. It couldn't possibly be true. It wasn't any of that. It was he did exactly what she said that he did. Insane. I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'ma holla at y'all. Peace.